the president involve himself in the Uranium One investigation? Are you trying to gin up your own Russia investigation to rival the one up on Capitol Hill? And where is the president's evidence that Hillary Clinton colluded with the Russians, as he tweeted this morning?
In terms of the president being involved, I'm not aware of any specific involvement. The president has pushed for transparency, if that's what you're referring to when dealing with Congress. I know that's probably something new for a president to actually push for transparency, but that's what he's done, and that was the purpose of what he was trying to do in that process.
How about evidence of collusion? Sarah, no, the president made a charge that Hillary Clinton
I think I've addressed that pretty thoroughly. Mike, go ahead.
So you're saying that Hillary Clinton...
I'm saying that I'm calling on your colleague.
Okay, well, you didn't really address that question.
The past affiliated...
I will tell you, Brooke, that I think there is a very strong undercurrent of the Russia investigation also flowing through this briefing today. I don't know if you noticed this, I'm sure you did, but on more than one occasion when the question of the Russia investigation came up during this briefing with respect to the Trump campaign and allegations of collusion with the Russians, Sarah Sanders tried to flip the script on a number of occasions and say, well, it was the Hillary Clinton campaign and the Democratic National Committee. Now, I don't think this is any small thing, Brooke. When you have the White House, keep in mind the campaign is over, the election is over. When the White House is suggesting that there is collusion, that there was collusion going on between a defeated rival, a defeated political opponent, and a foreign government, as this White House is doing. It's one thing for one campaign to say it about another, but this is the White House saying that, and that is why I try to ask the question, it was a multi-part question, why is it that the president felt to be involved in this Uranium One deal to try to have that gag order lifted on that key informant in the FBI investigation? No real answer there, although Kellyanne Conway, the White House counselor, spoke to that earlier this morning on CNN. And then also the president tweeted that the only collusion that existed in the election was between Hillary Clinton and the Russians. When I asked for evidence of that, there was no evidence presented. This White House has presented no evidence of that. The president has not presented any evidence of that. And so once again, you have sort of this inappropriate political behavior on the part of this White House that we saw going on during the course of that campaign with lock her up and everything else. When you have a White House making those kinds of allegations about a defeated opponent, that is just something that's just not normal in the course of events in a political campaign, or to have a White House do from the podium of the White House briefing room.